Hi everyone, this is Mic-15, and I'm so pleased to announce that I will be talking in Trademark that Thursdays this Saturday on August 30th. Come and stay and tune in to hear me talk at 3 p.m. and also all the amazing speakers. This event is hosted by Nina, creator of Trademark that Thursdays. That is something you guys don't want to miss. Don't miss her talk. I am so thankful to be talking on a platform like this. The topic of my conversation is Aspiring Millionaires and how I became a VA at the age of 17, the things I struggle with, how I switch gears into that, and also my mindset about this entire experience. I'm so excited to speak to you guys. See you guys there. Hello, everybody. This is Micah. I am so excited to be talking to you guys today, rushed as it may be, but live from my home. I am the virtual administrative assistant at 17, and this is a little about my story and how I got into it. So, I really got into administrative assistance by accident, y'all. Not gonna lie to you, when I graduated high school in December, I was really looking to switch gears from retail to something that I have my own time over and my own premise, and I could really get into contact with these like-minded entrepreneurs and individuals. So I had the help of my mentor, the help of Coach Will, the help of Nina, the help of so many around me who were like, "What are you really good at? Like, write down on a piece of paper and brainstorm it, and then put it in a box and figure out what you can do with those talents." So I wrote down one night, I was okay. I'm good at graphic design. I'm good at emails. I'm good at organizing. I'm good at setting things up, setting systems in place. That's something that I can see myself doing. And so after a call with Coach Will, I was able to really figure out my title and my role as an administrative assistant at 17. And that's kind of crazy that I found my way into this world at this age, especially in this transitional period of my life. I am currently about to be a college freshman this upcoming fall. I'm also going through prom and graduation, and I decided to give a wholeheartedly to my entrepreneurial endeavors as well as my business. So I feel like the things that I struggled with the most was definitely getting used to having adults talk to me like, an adult. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a lot of people around me who are probably the same age range as me, 17 to 25, sort of like that. And so talking to people who are way beyond my years, who have a lot of wisdom to give to me and give to me, I was really surprised and taken aback by how many people was like, "I have you under my wing and we're going to teach you the ropes the right way." Administrative work is kind of, a lot of people would say tedious, which is why, everybody has their administrative assistant. Everybody has, their personal assistant, all of those assistant roles, because nobody wants to sit down and do emails all day or graphic design or anything else, which those are things that I love. I don't consider them to be tedious. I actually enjoy doing that. So getting into administrative work, it was kind of a 360 from my normal, get up, go to work, get out, have all that free time, where now I'm dedicated to helping somebody else plan out their schedule, plan out their lifestyle, help them with whatever their business endeavors may need. And a lot of these things in business I didn't even know about. I didn't really know about business credit probably until the beginning of this year, which may seem like a shocker, but I promise you guys, they do not teach that as a course in high school. And I also learned about trademarks. I learned about CLE, all of that stuff that seemed so foreign to me before has become a different part of my world now. And I'm really thankful to have that huge 360 in my life, because it has helped me learn more about the back ends of business, as well as the correct way to do things, how to set up systems, how to make your business run a lot smoother, instead of you worrying about the nitty gritty topics that really you shouldn't have to. And I feel like me being in this position at 17, I have learned so much from so many incredible people about business, that I feel like I low key can start a business course myself with the help of everybody else, of course, and all the knowledge that they've taught me. But it really makes me feel like I'm more prepared to start a business on my own, or to go on an endeavor and say, I have this learning, I have this training, I have
this type of coaching because I started early and I started young. I always get told that I started at the best time to really learn about business and entrepreneurship and virtual administrative assistance because it is a need for people with those talents in this industry as well as anywhere. And I'm thankful that I'm able to talk to you guys on Trademark that Thursdays. Welcome to the webinar, you guys. I hope you are enjoying your experience thus far, but it's definitely something that I wholeheartedly am so happy to be a part of and be a part of this world. So I would say another big struggle is explaining to my friends what it is that I do. And it seems bizarre telling my friends that I work for these high level entrepreneurs and CEOs and I help them with this, I help them with that. Oh, you see this fire I reposted? Yeah, I made that. And they're like, how did you get into that? How did you do that? Like, I want you the same thing you're doing, or I want to learn exactly the course of action that you took to get here. And all I can say is it really takes a village to build a great business. You can do it by yourself, but you will really struggle doing it all alone. And I'm thankful to my village and my support system consistently and constantly because they allowed me to find different avenues and find different niches and also figure out like, hey, if this doesn't work, can I talk to you guys about this? If I ever had an issue or a problem, anything. I promise you guys, I was asking, calling. I'm like, can you send me some more gems about this? I need to learn a little bit more about this, pick my brain about this. It really made me want to grow and immerse myself even more in the business aspect because I had people around me who wanted to pour into me and who wanted to truly, truly see me grow. So, where do I see myself taking administrative assistance? I see myself going far with it, honestly. And I also see myself teaching other kids my age or other people who want to learn about the back ends of business or just about what it is that I do and how to do it because it is hard. It is a lot of platforms to learn, a lot of new softwares I never heard about until today, a lot of apps, a lot of links, a lot of time spent on YouTube and Google asking like, hey, how does Stubbs Auto work? Like I legit had to call Nina one day. It was like, how do I do this? How do I implement this? How do I add this? How do I upload? You know, a lot of things that you think would be like, right, kind of have to rework my brain and rewire my brain to really sit down and really think about, okay, business, but the backside of business and the little kinks and quirks that really make a business run. So, how have I switched my mindset to think business, to think administrative assistant, to think entrepreneurship? I've been in the entrepreneurship game probably since I came out the womb. And I like to say that because I grew up, my parents were business owners, uncles, aunties, cousins, everybody around me was a business owner. So I've always been put on a stage and a pedestal to have these opportunities to talk to like minded individuals to, at a young age, really understand what it means to have your own brand and own your own brand. And so when I got to graduation, I was like, I want to do something that's strictly me and that shows who I am and that really showcases my skills. Administrative work really let me hold it, own my skills, and to show the people like this is everything that I'm good at. Not entirely, but here's a package of what I'm good at, and here's what I can offer you. And you know, when you offer your services and goods, and you're also very good at what you do, especially at my age, it's kind of like a whoa, like, how did you really sit there and center yourself? And I mean, you guys, I became obsessed with reading. I became obsessed with podcasts. I became obsessed with talking to these adults about their mindset. How did they switch it? I became immersed in the experience that was really reworking my brain to work for business and not really have me stressing about it because when your mindset is different, you run different, your business is different, everything about you is truly different. And so I have really had the time to really sit with myself, with my business, with my mentor, with Nina, with everybody who has helped me along this journey and really rework myself to be the best administrative assistant that I can be. So I hope that this shed light on you guys of my journey thus far and how I got into it. If there's any questions, please leave in the live chat below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, My Instagram is Miss Micah Key. My Facebook is Micah Key. And I have a TikTok too, Miss Micah Key. Thank you guys.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Waylane. I am the one that Miss Nina has been referring to for the past 2 days. And I have learned that Nina has a knack for putting people in the spotlight. So that's why I'm speaking now. Um, but due to technical issues, I'll be asking Micah a couple of questions before we close out. Nina had a couple of things she wanted me to run past you, and you've actually
Okay.
touched on um, most of them already. So, um, one thing that we want to know is what resources do you need to become a virtual assistant?
Ooh, I can say for the most part, get you a content calendar for one, because when you're managing a lot of people's schedules on a day-to-day basis, especially when it comes to content, and you're managing your own content calendar, like Lonely would be amazing. Like that would change our life. You don't even have to post for real. Let that do the posting for you. Anything regarding Dubsado is great for help. Nina introduced me to that platform and it makes my life so easy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, Dubsado. Look, those are the main sites I use. I use free site generators. So for color schemes, I use Canva for all my graphic design. Canva is the best app, y'all, paid or free. The easiest app to use in the world for graphic design. They have some amazing templates, amazing color schemes, amazing text samples, all the hex codes, which is the actual, color codes of the colors that you're using. You just upload them into Canva. It's a lot easier than use than Adobe Design, in my personal opinion. It uploads faster, renders faster. And if you guys want to really get into graphic design, editing, and making sure that everything looks finalized, Pixar. That's all for you guys. Well, those how do I pay for, but everything else I mentioned was free.
Nice. And lastly, to close it out, how would you inspire future virtual assistants?
I definitely would sit down and have a conversation with them and ask them why. I think your why really has to be bigger than anything it is that you do. And so going into something like administrative assistance or virtual assistance, it requires a lot of your time to be spent on your phone, on the phone, on your computer, on your laptop, no matter where you are, on the go. It requires so much of you to be present. So when you're getting into this, make sure that you're ready to be as present as your presence, as Coach Will would say. But yeah, that's truly the truth about it. I want to make sure that when inspiring other people and telling, kids my age or people my age that this is how I got into it, and they think like, oh, you get to talk on these events and you don't understand that it takes a lot more work than just talking in front of people or just sitting in front of these people and saying, I can do this for you. You have to actually do it. You have to actually work towards it. So if your why isn't really big enough reason to start this and you're not ready to be in front of people and consistently communicate and you're more of an introvert, I'm an introvert, but I'm okay with talking to people. I'm okay with being present, being on the phone. That's something that I can consistently do. Then go ahead, pursue it. That is for you. If you love organizing things, if you love helping people, especially when it comes to their business, because I promise you, you'll realize how much of a relief that you take off the shoulders of these bosses when you're like, I got the tedious stuff. Don't even worry about it. You can relax. You can chill. You can worry about making money, and I can sort the money. Just that simple.
I like that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Micah. We're going to go ahead and close it out with this session code and tell everybody how they can contact you again.
If you guys do want to get in contact with me, my Instagram is Miss Mickey. My Facebook is Micah Miss Micah Key as well. Thank you guys so much for listening to me.
All right. So if you haven't seen it in the chat, we dropped the link for you to give your feedback. We would love to hear from you. And with that, as Nina Nina would say. Well, actually, Nina, I'm gonna bring you up on stage so you can close it out yourself.
Have mercy. Y'all, do y'all know, like, Raylene over here hosting? I done got her to come out and talk to y'all, talk to Micah, but y'all, let me tell you about having an assistant. Literally, Micah impressed me, and she's being real humble, y'all. So when she does see this, like, she's being super humble. She invested I think 100 and something, $143 into a VIP training session that I was doing. I was getting a coaching session from this person, and she was a 17-year-old who invested her own money in a VIP training session with a speaking coach, and he's my speaking coach. And I'm literally sitting here like, I'm sorry. She did what? At 17, I was spending my money on Claire's and all sorts of things, and I was not thinking, oh, I need a speaking coach. Like that wasn't in my head. Like I was definitely, well beyond my years since I created a whole business plan at 8. But I wasn't like acting on the business plan actively until I got to my 20s and like my mid 20s to be exact. So to see somebody like in the same courses and stuff that I'm in, and I'm like almost 30, y'all. Y'all, my 30th birthday is this year. Let's go to Niagara Falls together. That's my goal. So let's all go. Let's make it a trip together. But like literally, I'm seriously looking at her like, I don't care what I have to do. I'm gonna make sure that whatever I got out here works. And she says she's looking for VA work. I'm gonna just ask her to come work with me, phone me, do something. And so I created a concierge team, and she's been on it, calling people, resharing the post, and she's honestly just literally been helping nurture all the speakers. All the speakers got a chance to talk to Micah in the group chat on Facebook, and it's just been so easy, so simple when you have someone who cares and wants to work hard. Like it's so hard to inspire people to care and want to work hard. And to see somebody doing that at 17, yes, Shanta, I'm gonna put your thing right on up here. Is it Shanta or Shanta? No, it's Shantae, because I see the accent over it. Shantae. She is truly mature beyond her years. Like literally, I'm looking here like, girl, where were you when I needed a you to tell me to get my it in gear? Because I tell myself all the time, like, had I been thinking business like while I was in law school, I'd probably be at the same stage as some of these big heavy hitters. But I really wasn't, because I was really thinking I was going to do criminal defense, and I wasn't even really thinking about business. And I ended up in business because I failed the bar. And I got this whole person at 17 that wants to be a VA, that's looking to work with your company. So if you guys like literally just want somebody who will volunteer her time and literally just try to learn so she can get to where she needs to go. She's trying to develop a whole speaking career. If you just want to pour into her everything that she could ever use for being a good and effective VA, like truly mentor her, literally pour into her. We have a whole Trademark That Thursdays private group that is now your future resource for years and years to come. So feel free to use the Trademark That Thursdays Virtual Summit Facebook group as your place, right, to interact with a lot of the people and players you saw here at this year's conference. It's literally been so great, so amazing, and I'm so glad I have Micah here on stage. We always coordinate, and we had to use a separate streaming software to stream in here twice, and we did it. And it was still seamless. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't exactly the way we always have to be. But guess what? I told y'all can take your armor down with me. So it ain't got to be perfect. It just got to get done. I'm a get done type person. And the people that I have surrounding me are get done type people. So let's all get it done. It don't got to be perfect. It got to be done. That's it. Get it done. And when you do it enough times, you fail enough times, you'll learn. I promise you every time how to get better. The first year I did this, y'all, we used Podia, StreamYard, and a YouTube link. I kid you not. I had everybody register on Podia. Everybody was watching a YouTube link, and then I was just trading out the speaker. So it was 10 hours continuous stream, and I have to unpack and edit all the videos and cut them up. And that was entirely too much. So this software gave us a new opportunity. But this is my second year doing it. So this is all our first go at it. I didn't really have a lot of practice with the speakers or a lot of coaching time. So what you saw was real. What you saw happen, and what you saw were people really dedicated to giving you information that you needed to hear, but some affirmation in the process. Because I believe that even if you have 2 days full of information and there's not really many breaks or anything else, like you see at all these other fancy events, that you'll still walk away with value and you'll still walk away with friends and you'll still walk away with the opportunity to connect. And as long as there's a lounge, we got stuff to do while y'all waiting for the next speaker. So I'm so glad that y'all are here. But y'all know, I already know y'all here for the giveaway. So we're going to end this session. We're going to go to the sponsor giveaway session. I'm going to tell you, Nina, why are you making my, I ain't one of them people, y'all. I'm literally going to lay it out. I literally had Air Meet calculate your minutes. So the more time you spend in here, the better you did it. So it ain't me. I didn't tally this. This is not human error. This is computing. Okay, so we were down to the minutes. So if you spent your minutes in the Air Meet platform, that's how you got credit for your attendance today, because that's how we give credit to the Alabama State Bar. So I got to be accurate. So I've already broken out your prizes and everything. So let's see each other in the sponsor giveaway. And if you ain't here to get your giveaway in my chat, I will give your giveaway away. I still got people highlighted. I will give it away. I'm not playing with you. Come to the sponsor giveaway session. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come, and CLE code. I hope y'all dancing.